Legend of Korra Season 3, Episode 9, The Stakeout. Now, unfortunately, this is the first episode of sort of our new era of Legend of Korra where we only get to see episodes online, but it was a great first episode. We ended on a great last TV premiere episode with Zaheer and his team attacking the Metal Clan and going after Korra, and we had a cool epic fight. And then we started the, I guess, online era with yet another great episode where once again it was Team Avatar versus Team Anti-Avatar. I guess now we can officially call them Team Red Lotus because we also finally get answers as to why Zahir and his team want to take out Korra, or why they at least want to kidnap her. Because of course they don't give us all the answers when Zahir thinks that Korra's been captured anyway. He he kind of backs out like, oh, you'll find that answer out soon enough. So we don't officially get the answers to what they're gonna do with Korra, but we find out what Zahir wants, what his team wants, and their origin, and how they basically are the Red Lotus, and how they see order as disorder, which I thought was interesting. Which is just a cool thing that I like when any TV show does that, where it's like two people have the same idea, but they see it in different ways. Like order for Korra is like we have the spirits, we have people. It's the spirits and the people working together and learning to communicate that's gonna cause true balance. And for Zahir and the Red Lotus, it's disorder that's gonna cause true order. It's killing every leader and destroying all the governments and letting people just roam free. That is true balance because it's just people doing whatever. Some people will still be good, some people will still be bad, but it would mostly throw the world. It wouldn't really throw the world into chaos, which is why there are rules set in place. Because some people are crazy. Just like in real life, if we didn't have rules, a lot more people would go insane, and people already do anyway. That's why we have murderers and thieves and stuff like that. So they want the same goal, but they have it in different ways. And I always like that when they want the same thing, but it's one path is clearly the right way to do it, the other path is just like the weird crazy way where you want to kill people and let people roam free, which makes sense, just no order and let people do what they want. But you want to achieve that through murder and violence. So it was really interesting. Also, I love the line where Zahir brings up the airbender that he's always talking about, and how that airbender is actually the one who said that there can't be new order without first destroying the old order. So I thought that was interesting to have that come from an airbender. And this was, that was a great moment where it's like, God, I wish that the connection from the past avatars wasn't cut off from Korra, because I'd love to randomly see what Aang would have thought about that, because that would be nuts. And also, I'd love to see what Tenzin thinks about that, because that's not the philosophy that they really know. And Tenzin probably does know that, because he was learning from Aang. He learned pretty much everything. He really studied all that stuff. But I'd still love to see what he thinks about that, if that possibly comes up in the future. But it was great to get answers. The old guy whose name I can't remember, the one they were actually chasing, he just gets killed off in a sense. His body's still fine, but mentally he's gone in the spirit world. He's been cast into the fog where he's gonna be trapped forever, pretty much. So he's gone. His body's just gonna be in that inn for the rest of all time. And Korra and Asami, they have to take off, and they both get captured by the Earth Queen. So now they're gonna be taken back to Ba Sing Se. Zahir and his team, they have a really cool fight scene. That was another thing. The fights were really cool in this episode. We got a little fight. Mako and Bolin versus, as he put it, like the water arm girl and the lava bender. They had a cool fight. Mako couldn't beat the lava bender because, as he put it, he was just giving him ammo. And I can't wait to see Mako get an upgrade. He's either going to learn metal bending or lava bending, that's for sure. I'd love to see him learn both. That would be pretty cool, because it seems like no one really has taken the time out to learn both. And it seems like lava bending is much more exclusive, because we've only seen that. Really, we've only seen it twice ever in all of Avatar. And that was Avatar Roku, when he did like the volcanoes, and he had the volcanoes erupt. And then in this series with the lava bender. So it'd be cool to see Bolin get lava bending, or both, whatever. But in this fight, Mako and Bolin get defeated. They both get captured at the end of the episode. Mako looked like he got really beat up when they threw him on the ground. His face looked like it got super puffy for some reason, and it could have just been that he fell on the ground like that. But it was weird. It looked like he just got pummeled for no reason. But I enjoyed the episode. It was a great fight. Everyone's gonna head to Ba Sing Se, so I feel like we're gonna get. It seems like it's almost like three different parts of. They went to capture Korra. They had their big fight in the Metal Clan, which Lin now knows about. She knows that they left off to search for Team Red Lotus. Then we had this episode where they have their other fight. The Team Avatar gets split up. So uh, Korra and Asami are being taken by the Earth Queen's forces back to Ba Sing Se, and Mako and Bolin have been taken by the Red Lotus, and now they're gonna go to Ba Sing Se, and I feel like we're gonna have like a part three where once again they're all in the same place, so they'll all be in Ba Sing Se, and of course with them trying to get Korra, the Red Lotus is gonna attack the Earth Queen, and I would love to see that fight because I always love when they have the Dai Li come in because they're like honestly they're like my favorite Earthbenders outside of maybe like Lin and Toph and stuff, the people who do like the cool skills, and even the Lava Bender, he has unique stuff. They do just natural earth bending, but they have like the gloves, and they're like just men in suits. They're like FBI type of people. So I always love seeing them fight, and they use their earth gloves to catch people. They toss them and grab people. They shoot them off like bullets. So I always feel like every time they fight, it's really unique because nobody does anything like that. So I definitely want to see the Red Lotus go up against the Dai Li agents while they're trying to capture Korra. So I think that's what we're gonna get in the next episode. It's gonna be like the part three of Team Avatar and Team Red Lotus in the same episode. So really excited. It was a good episode. It had its funny moments. I love the scene with Bolin's fan club, like this really big buff guy and the buff woman. They're like chasing them down, and they seem like just new, other bounty hunters. And when they first come in, they're like, we weren't trying to attack you or anything. I thought they were gonna say like they were other airbenders and they knew what Korra was doing, but it just turns out they're just crazy fanatics. And like the woman's like stroking her hair and stuff, and I thought that was hilarious. And she made like the little doll, but excuse me, I thought that was really funny. They were playing Pai Sho, which if I remember right, that's the game that Iroh always played with the White Lotus tiles in it, but that was pretty cool. I think it had a purpose to the episode where they read the rules, and it was just like everything. It kind of connected with Korra and Zaheer. With everyone has their own interpretations. That was kind of the point of that. Them reading the rule book, like every country has their own interpretations of the rules. There are millions of different versions and stuff like that, and that kind of leads into Zaheer and Korra talking like we want the same thing, just like Asami and Bolin playing the same game, but we have different concepts on it because we were taught by different people and we learned it different ways. Where Bolin learned like the really fast way to play it, and Asami learned like the strategic way because she had a really smart father who knew that you have to be calm and you have to calculate compared to just the street hustle style where it's like just move really fast. So that was a cool little tie-in, and they spent a lot of time in the room. That was the point of the stakeout, which is of course why it was called a stakeout. But that was interesting. And then there was like my favorite part, and this had to be a clear reference to the original Avatar. But Korra definitely did the Sokka Water Tribe thing when they left out of that first bar, when they were about to get attacked by the bounty hunters. Because she was like this, and then she did that. She didn't say anything because she's a little bit cooler than Sokka. But that was like clearly like the Water Tribe moment when she did that. So I thought that was a really cool reference. That was definitely one of my favorite parts. Cause it was like I know that they put that in there because it was for to reference Sokka when he was like Water Tribe. So I love that part in the episode. And overall, it was a great episode. I was really surprised that it was the Earth Queen, her forces that captured Korra and Asami. So that was pretty cool. It did change things up, and I figured that they would just end up getting rescued if they were captured. But I was hoping we would get that final answer, like what are they gonna do with Korra when she gets captured? But unfortunately, we're still gonna have to wait for that. But next week should be amazing. Like I said, if they're all going to Ba Sing Se, the Red Lotus isn't just gonna randomly let Korra go. So they're gonna take on the Dai Li, and that should be an amazing fight. I'd like to see the Queen get her comeuppance because I think everyone's on the same page. She's not a good person. She sucks. Also, we might get the return of like those rebels that Korra and Asami fought when they went to Ba Sing Se, and Korra kind of got our first glimpse of like, I don't think I should be helping the Earth Queen because these people are clearly fighting for the poor people. So maybe they'll come back in and help Korra, and she'll be able to help overthrow the Earth Queen and stuff too, with with all the mayhem going down. And I'm sure Mako and Bolin's family will come into play somehow if they're gonna go to Ba Sing Se. So it should be a good episode next week. This was definitely a great one. Of course, comment below. Let me know what you guys thought of it. Your favorite parts, your least favorite parts, and what do you guys think about the Red Lotus reveal? Do you guys think that it was cool? Did you guys think it was going to be something else? What were your speculations before you found out exactly why Zaheer and his team wanted to take Korra? And also, it was really interesting to know, because I forgot to mention this, Korra's uncle is also part of the Red Lotus, so that was interesting, and he betrayed them and kind of kept going on his own path because he wanted to be the Dark Avatar. So it was cool that they referenced that from season 2, where it was like, that was never a part of our plan. We got busted because he wasn't with us. He was able to cover his stolen tracks, and he basically betrayed us. So we got captured for 13 years, and he was able to keep going and do what he wanted with no one suspecting anything. So I thought that was a cool little reference to that as well. But what do you guys think about the reveal? Was it good for you? Was it bad for you? What are your thoughts on it? Comment below, let me know, and thanks for watching.